So is the reversal for Singapore Airlines, right, SIA stock starting to happen right now? So over the past 2 months, we have seen weakness for SIA. Right here, we have seen prices kind of like tanking down from like $5.50 all the way to around like $4.50, and it kind of like form a bottom. So where are we right now, and are there some signs of a good upside reversal happening? Hey guys, welcome to this video. Joey here, top tier remisier in Phillip Securities and chief trainer at Trading Impossible. Right, so in this video today, we'll dive into Singapore Airlines (SIA), right, the stock, and we have seen a bit of bottoming out signals coming in, and indeed we had some bullish signals coming in over the past few months. Started to push up, came back down, and what happens was we started to see some good reversal signal coming back again. Prices have kind of like pushed up over the past few weeks. So where are we heading to now? Is there more upside to come, or we want to like take some profits? That's what will be covered in today's video, right? So if you are keen in SIA, what you want to do is to stick around all the way to the end of this video, because we are going to look at this system that I have called the 1GT, one good trend, to show you some of the signals that we had, and also we'll dive into the charts whereby I do a quick analysis in terms of where we can potentially head to, what are some of the new support levels that have formed again, and that's where you want to take note of them as well, right? So let's go right now. So this is SIA here, alright, on the 1GT system that I have that kind of like guides us on when to get in and when to get out. So for SIA, we actually had a bullish signal, I would say somewhere around like February. Really good signal, started to push up all the way from like 430 all the way to around 560, and when we got an exit, right, started to consolidate, and then we got another bullish signal but an exit here, and that's where the selling really started, because we see the current situation kind of like worsening as well, alright. So kind of like sold off, and just recently, somewhere around the 18th of May, just about 3 weeks back, right here, we got like a new bullish signal, and right now there isn't any exit, right? So let's take a look at the chart for SIA to see what it says and what are the potential upside targets that we can hit to. Okay, so this is SIA here on the chart, currently trading at $5.12 here, right? So you can see that, over the past, few months, we have seen the longer term trend. I think I covered it in the previous video about a month back for SIA. We have seen some signs of the mid to long term trend kind of like turning from down to up in terms of SIA, right? So you can see that right here, this 100 days moving average line, the red line, look at this, the red line was like pointing down, started to flatten out, and it went up, started to push up, and went above the 200 days moving average blue line. So there are some signs of a good trend in terms of the upwards direction forming somewhere around like beginning of the year, December last year as well. Alright, but in the short term, we started to push up, consolidated, but then we broke this support level. Look at this right here, got like consolidating from like 550 to around that 580, but it broke that 550 somewhere around April and sold all the way down, right? So all the way down, and what happens was over the past 1 to 2 weeks, SIA kind of like did a rights issue. Alright, rights issue is a mandatory convertible bond, MCB rights issue, to kind of like raise funds, right, to go through this entire period that it is very, not easy to go through this period, right? So they need funds to go through to ride through this entire next 1 or 2 years, and that's why they did a rights issue to raise funds. So I think that's the reason why it kind of like sold off as well. Alright, and of course with Singapore, we are going to like heighten measures, and that's where SIA can be affected as well. Okay, so right now you can see that over the past 3 weeks, we were consolidating below the $5 level. So $5 was a bit of a support here somewhere in April. We broke the 550, we broke the $5, and it started to sell down somewhere around here. Look at this, about 440. This was about 440 support level. It was originally the resistance, it became the support, and somehow some good support started to form, and that's a good thing. Look at this, right? The 200 days moving average line is right here as well. So we can't like push away or rejected the 200 days moving average blue line. So that kind of like shows that in terms of the longer term trend, we are still okay. It's still probably on the way up in terms of the longer term uptrend. But of course, short term, it can be up and down, it can be volatile. We can see selling coming back. We might hit a bit of a new support, and it can start to rebound again. Alright, so I mentioned right here we had like a new bullish signal. Let me just take a look at it again somewhere on the 18th of May, right here, 18th of May, we got a new 1 GT bullish signal. So let's take a look at the chart here. So that would be somewhere around here on this day. So yes, we had like a new bullish signal and started to push up a bit, and we were actually kept below this $5, right? $5 resistance level, right? It was the support, as I mentioned. It broke down and it came back up to this $5 new resistance level. All right, so we were consolidating below for about 2 weeks, and yesterday, right, just yesterday, look at this right here, yesterday on the 10th of June, right here, we started to break this $5 level, right? So today is the Friday, 11th of June, is 8:19 a.m. The market has yet to open, all right? So we'll probably open in about like 40 minutes time, but this is where, because we kind of like close above this $5 resistance level yesterday, it's quite a good close, count close at about $5.12. It can be a good signal of the reversal starting to happen again, right? And where can we potentially hit to? So let me just go ahead to draw some upside rebound targets right here. It can be from $5 all the way back to around that $5.50 level. So why 550? Look at this, as I mentioned, guys, we were actually consolidating from 550 to 580, up down over the past 3 weeks, in like March all the way to like April, and then we broke that 550. So this support will now become the resistance level, and that's where we can potentially hit to, all right, as long as we do stay above that immediate $5 support level. So $5 will be key right now. Hopefully over the, it's just one day. Yesterday we kind of closed above $5, so we have to see over the next few days. I think if we can hold above this $5, which is a psychological level as well, that can be a good thing. All right, that can be a good thing. This the short term, we might start to see the reversal happening. Look at this, right? The moving averages in terms of the green line. This green line is a 20 days moving average. You can see that prices have kind of like crossed back above that green line. So you can see when we broke this like 550, this prices kind of like went below the green line. Of course, the green line started to point down, which is not a good thing in the short term. But over the past few weeks, right, we have seen prices breaking back above the green line, right? So that's number one. Number two, look at this, the green line is starting to turn up, all right? It's still kind of like flattening out from now, but you can see there are some signs of it beginning to like reverse back up, and of course we broke that $5, which is a good confirmation as well. So if we see the green line starting to turn up, that can be a good sign of the shorter term trend starting to reverse back up, right? And that is where we can potentially hit to around the 550. I think 550, that's where some selling might come back. People might take some profit, it might probably retrace a bit, and hopefully attempt to break that 550 and eventually hit towards the recent high at about $5.80, which was where we were somewhere in March. So that would be the upside rebound target. So nearest one would be the 550 level, as long as the immediate $5 support level would hold, right? So this is SIA right here, one of the stocks that you can put in your watch list. So yes, they have kind of like completed their MCB, mandatory convertible bonds rights issue to raise funds. So I think if you have SIA shares, you will have the SIA MCB rights, which you can actually choose to sell off. I think the rights trading period was from like 2nd June to 10th June. So today is like the 11th June. So you have not sold it off, I think you can still subscribe, but that's where you're going to subscribe to it to convert your SIA MCB rights to SIA MCB, right? So you actually get more of the SIA mandatory convertible, not the shares, right? So you convert the rights to the SIA MCB, and that's where you have to hold it for like about 10 years, or SIA has the right to recall this bond as well, and you will probably get shares in about like 10 years time, right? So that is for you if you want to like subscribe to the SIA MCB, right? Or you can also kind of like just purchase the SIA shares on the market to kind of ride and profit from the upside as well. Right, so this is Joey here. I hope you like this video in terms of the price level for SIA, and if you do, go ahead to give me a like. It will definitely help out the channel, and subscribe to this channel as well. And if you want to find out a bit more on how we kind of like use a system to kind of get in and get out, and how do we actually get signals like these, and maybe the framework behind the 1 GT, the One Good Trend framework, you can actually attend one of those free web class that I'm still running. Okay, and I'll put the link around this video. Go ahead, click on the link, register for this free web class, and I'll share with you a bit more on the framework and how we use the system to guide us. Joey here, take care.